Nkechi is a beautiful girl who is living in a small village. Her mother died when she was giving birth to her. Her father was a very rich man who had the largest banana farm in the village. He was killed while he was working in his farmland. He was seen, lying dead in his farmland. Nobody knew who killed him. After her father's death, her uncle, whose name is Okoro, and his wife, Anita, took over everything. Nobody was there to help her. She was turned into a slave in her father's house. She always fetches the water all alone, filling all the pots. They always sent her to the forest to fetch firewood all alone. She will do the cooking and clean all the house. She barely have time for herself. She eat only twice in a day and sleeps on the bare floor. His uncle have a daughter named Ada. She always bully Nkechi and always force her to do hard works. Men always come to ask her hand in marriage, but Okoro always chases them away with machete. He doesn't want Nkechi to get married. He wanted her to remain their house slave till she gets old. One day, a young handsome man met Nkechi when he was coming back from the stream and decided to help her. They got home and luckily, her wicked uncle and the wife was not around. Ada was around, but she didn't do anything to the man. After the man left, she warned Nkechi to stay away from the man, that she will never get married. Nkechi didn't stop. They have a spot where they always meet whenever she's going to the village stream. It got to a point she started visiting him secretly. One day, Ada followed Nkechi to know where the man was living. She was surprised when she saw that the man is living in a beautiful house. He's a rich man, the type of man she wanted for herself. Nkechi doesn't deserve this young man. This is the kind of man I always wished to have for myself. I will take him from her, Ada vowed. One day, Nkechi sneaked out of the house and headed to the man's house to spend some time with him. As Nkechi is about to knock on the door, her hand freezed at midair as her heart skipped in shock. She could hear a loud moans of feminine voice coming from the room. Nkechi didn't need any village priest to tell her what was going on in the room. Filled with anger, she pushed the door open only to see what she was never expecting. She was shocked in disbelief. She could not believe her eyes. It was like a nightmare, but no, it was reality. Ada and her man was lying naked on the bed. Like a flash, she felt a sharp pain in her heart, a stabbing sensation as if her heart was struck with an arrow. Her leg became weak, like she was about to get paralyzed. With the little strength she had, she managed to hold onto the door handle to support herself. Finally, she stood still on her feet again. Her eyes were already saturated, that stream of tears were trailing down her cheek. "I can't believe this is happening," Jennifer said as tears were running down her cheek. "Why won't it happen when you want to deceive me? You are a wicked girl. You want to trap me under your cursed life. Ada have told me everything about you," the young man said, and Nkechi was confused. "She told me how you were sleeping with different village men and how you aborted uncountable pregnancies and got your womb destroyed. I cannot marry someone that cannot bear a child." Nkechi was shocked to hear that. Ada had told him lies about her. "What? She told you lies about me and you believed her?" "She's lying against me. I've never done something like that." "I'm innocent of this accusation," Jennifer said, and turned her attention to Ada and asked, "Why are you doing this? What have I done to you? Why are you being wicked to me?" "Poor girl," she sang mockingly. "Do I need to remind you that you are not dreaming? So don't think that this is one of your regular nightmares. We both know that you don't have a womb. Don't try to deny it. You can't have a child, so you don't deserve to get married. I didn't do this because I hate you, but because you don't deserve him. A good man like him don't deserve a cursed useless girl who have destroyed her womb. You are a prostitute who sleeps with different men, and I'm sure you know where to belong. I can't allow a gentle innocent man like him to get trapped under a cheap village prostitute like you. You are a slave and you will remain a slave forever," Ada said, and with a wicked grin, she slowly rubbed her hand on Donald's chest and hugged him from the back. She twirled her head towards Jennifer again and added, "As it stands now, you don't need anybody to tell you that you are no longer wanted in his life. You don't deserve to be loved. I've taken your place in his life. Now leave immediately and go back to home. You stinking smelling slave."